Draft is done. We have Snorlax, Blissey, Azumarill, Blastoise, Greninja for Team Sweden. Looking very beefy against Lucario, Mime, Slowbro, Absol, and Cinderace. Sweden just looks very, very tanky, man. We are in the round 2 of Group B with Sweden against Portugal. And we have Tans on the Greninja. Gekogami playing for Team Portugal on the Mr. Mime. Again, changed Mr. Mime beyond the newest patch. So most likely you're gonna see either a Barrier Confusion or maybe a Post-Up Confusion. Or a Slip Psychic, who knows? Maybe CC Psychic. Or to find out in a few minutes. And do we have any invading? Looks like Absol is invading. So we have one invading. Or is he just holding the jungle? No? He's running straight over to Tans. Looking for this invade. I'll be a bit careful. Can he make it in time? Looking for it. The feint. And he actually gets it. Tans losing the first buff and now he's might die as well. Does he have Focus Band? Doesn't he have Focus Band and he loses. Whose auto attack of Absol is enough to take him down. And first blood already for Team Portugal. Akasaki now was he on the chase. Can he do anything about it? Does he eject button? No, he doesn't have eject button. Has the X speed. And can't get a counter KO. Invading still working. Santi on bot on the Blastoise. Looking for this last hit and he gets it. Gonna start stacking as well. Gekogami doing the same on the other side. Vazid should be able to contest this with the tackle. Has much more damage than Fake Out. There we go. No, he actually didn't get it. Gekogami somehow got it still. Can't believe it. Gonna score more points as well. Stacking his special spec. Let's see, what does he have? Psychic Confusion? Yeah, it's Confusion. I'm a fan of it now. Much better than Psychic, I think. I'm not sure by how much, but should be better in general. Tans on its way to bot lane. Still getting level 5. Doesn't matter what. And picking up some of these Altarias. Meanwhile, Dark on Cinderace also jungling again. Blue buff just is respawned. It's gonna go overtaking the jungle again. And Absol might just invade. He's level 5. Meanwhile, we have actually a kill on top side. And Tans is not ready in this. He goes down on bot side. Trying to score. Now his entire jungle is gonna be gone. Most likely. At least the blue buff is gone. He should be realizing it's probably gone. And he's still walking towards it. Or he's gonna find an empty blue buff. Oh, I think now he has realized it's probably gone already. Move towards the top side of his jungle. Now he's checking now. And yeah, he's gonna be very sad. Since it's gone. Is he just walking towards mid lane? It's 8 minutes. Altarias are spawning. But he's only level 5. He can't really do much about this. That was a crucial death on bot side. Him going down. Cost him so much experience. And a blue buff. Vazid again holding the tech. I know he has heavy slam now. And I think the surf actually got it. I'm not sure. Gonna. It's gonna get caught by Portes and Gekogami. Has he safeguard? Confusion leaves him at 1 HP. But Portes next E speed is gonna be up in just 2 seconds or 1 second. And there we go. Nice KO for him. Gekogami. No, who was that? Zorak going down as well. Double KO for Vazid somehow. Snorlax picking up 2 KOs. On this bottom side, 20 seconds for objectives to spawn. Dark 7.5 on the Cinderace. Jungling experience again got nerfed, so it's a bit harder now to get to level 9. Pretty much the same as Remote Stadium now. So you kind of have to get something more than just your buffs to get level 9. And Tans is around the same experience, hitting 8 now. Portugal instantly going for this top lane objective. Gonna be a 4v4 teamfight, no 4v3. Santi is still very far away and Portes is just diving onto Vazid. The Psycho Cut lands as well, but he gets play roughed. And gets locked up for no Starzerk now with the Whirlpool. Auto taking Portes. Next play rough. One more auto take. Gonna eject buttons forward. Finish him off. He traces his life forward. Nice heavy slam. Into eject by Santi. He's already level 9. Somehow this blast is level 9. And finds a massive unite after the heavy slam. And Team Sweden on the march now. Gonna get a nice overcap right here. Starzerk stealing it kinda away though. Of Xanti, but needs experience himself. And yeah, Xanti somehow is level 10.5 already. Highest level in the game by far. No one of Portugal is even level 9 yet. He has a 2 level lead across the board of every member of Portugal. No Cinderace is finally hitting level 9. Almost gets the buff stolen. Where did he get all this experience? It's actually insane. Gekogami's level 7. He's so under-leveled. Looking good for Sweden now. 120.2. Vazid still holding topside with Starzerk. Who doesn't have Unite right now, so he's not really looking for something. Just farming up. Gekogami on bot side. Looking for experience, but he should die here. Tans can just reset on the Altarias and then KO him easily. But honestly, level 7 mine going down is not too much experience to donate over, but still, I mean, Going down is always not very great. Dark very low in its own jungle. Has to run away. Xanti's an absolute monster right now. No objectives up. Actually, nothing is up. Only these few DDs up. Besides that, the entire map is farmed right now. And Team Swedish is waiting for things to respawn. They're just chilling. And there we go. Oh, Tench is recalling right when all of this spawns. He's gonna pick up his own jungle again. And just is happy that he gets his safe jungle done. Basit kinda caught. Has to be careful. Heavy slams away. And Xanti chunking. Absol. He's gonna kill Absol. He's just gonna kill Absol and Lucario too. Two more auto attacks. E-speed should be enough. Is he gonna eject Affenhead? What is he doing? You know, he's bloodthirsty. He runs after him and almost falls to Cinder Ace. Top objective spawning in 3 seconds. Xanti has to reset for now. Still has Unite move up at least. And he's gonna make his way back towards top side. It's a 4v5 right now in the favor of Team Portugal. We have Azuma on bot side still, so Sweden has to be a bit careful. Zorak already going in with their surf. Are they looking for an engage? The E-speeds are happening, but they still go behind it, so they have a hard time fighting. They kind of have to engage into a Blastoise. Again, Team Sweden is very tanky, very beefy. Basit face checking though. Has to use Unite move anytime soon now. There we go. It's gonna start healing up. And instantly heavy slams with the enemy team into a block. Gets Gekogami. He Unite moves over it across the board. And huge Blastoise Unite again, hitting 2 characters or 3 characters. Goes into his rapid spin, and he seems unkillable right now, but he Slowbro Unite locks him down. And he gets taken down. Meanwhile, Team Sweden though takes the Regieleki, and they're gonna maybe look for another push. We still have 10s with Grinter Unite being up, so he can still look for something. I'm surprised he didn't Unite move there with Blissey. They could have just wiped the entire enemy team or not. Maybe a bit too careful in their approach to fight. Like Xanti gets locked on by the Slowbro Unite and had no chance there. And he gets this off, there's no way. The power swap lands onto 10, so now he needs to be careful. He gets stunned by the confusion, drops to under half HP. And 10, 1 HP, eject button from the Cinderace, and there's the Blissey Winter Unite. And they just one-shot Lucario like it's nothing. Surf goes onto Cinderace. He starts healing a tiny bit. And Cinderace also goes down. 3 Veggie Steal for the side of Team Sweden. Gonna take themselves a nice attack damage and special attack damage buff for the next few minutes. Xanti is still very high. He's level 13 still. Level 13 gives you Rapid Sim Plus, which makes you tankier by rapid spinning, one of the most important talents or levels for a Blastoise for late game. Makes them almost unkillable in those late game team fights. Team Portugal says look for something. They're quite underleveled though. The highest members are level 12. On the carry as well. You don't want to see your Cinderace be level 12 on Rayquaza, so that's quite rough. 10 knows probably something is up. Goes back to the jungle. Swarms a bit more experience. He still needs his Unite move, right? He needs his Unite move. Use a quite late save for Blissey, so they might even get it up in time. That's why Blissey's running over here. Gainegan is trying to score to get his Unite move back up. And dying as well. This is the classic Bruff HD. Going to a cycle, scoring, dying to get his Unite move up faster. And you can see it's up right now, but I mean, was that worth it? Rayquaza can get flipped on this patch, so you have to be very cautious about it. About dying this late into the game. It's going to score bot side. 80 going for the side of Mr. Mime. Closing the gap a tiny bit, still over 101 point behind. Heavy Slam goes into Cinderace. Cinderace is locked up! And Xanti eject buttons after the Cinderace. Takes him down, play rough onto Mr. Mime. Oh, they all walk into Absol Psycho Cut Unite move, but it's enough. They're just tanky. They are too tanky. For this Absol to kill anyone. And now Tense with the Bliss Unite who's going to clean up the back line. 3, 4 down. Only one guy is left, Lucario running for his life. Pretty much has nothing left as well. Starzak can chase. This next play rough should probably take him down. There we go. Locks him up. And Basit, Heavy Slam, but the Heavy Slam actually gets dodged. Can Cinderace get there in time? Nope. Team Sweden picks up the first Rayquaza of the series. And that's most likely gonna be game. Cinderace goes down yet again. They're just too tanky for this Absol to deal with. Look at all these shields. Gonna start walking in. Slowbro actually still having Unite move up. Tense has to be careful. Almost gets dropped. They still have to score at least some points to make sure they win. But there we go. Blissey scoring another 100. 301 point lead, and that should be hopefully enough for Team Sweden to take this home for now. 50 seconds left. And Team Portugal make one more push happen. They're running out of time. They are running out of time. And Team Sweden is still pressuring the enemy base as well. Santi is just a monster right now. Absolutely unkillable on this Blastoise. Dodges the power swap, eject buttons away, Unite moves. It's gonna have the neck rapid spin soon. Can he even die? Let's see. Limit testing right now. He's just gonna kill Cinderace next to the Mr. Mime. Oh, the eject button is dead of dark. Gets away for now. But he's still alive. Dodging another power swap. Dodging almost the confusion. Has focus band. Is he finally down? He finally goes down. Raid boss has been killed. And Team Sweden still takes a convincing first map. Convincing first map. Sinai is having no chance in this match. 24,000 damage. As much as Vazid on Snorlax. Alright, for Team Sweden, this time we have a Blissey, Snorlax again, Azumarill again, and Blastoise again. Just a Cinderace in jungle instead of Greninja since it got banned. And Portugal again with a Mr. Mime, and this time a Slowbro yet again. With a Serena, Tyranitar, and Sylveon. Both comps looking pretty decent again. Tyranitar might be hard to kill, but Cinderace does have percentage damage. Or max HP damage, which is pretty good against Tyranitar, so yeah. Honestly, looking like a fine Cinderace game potentially this time. Very beefy frontline, we have a Blissey too. But yeah, both teams again looking very tanky. Game number 2 is starting. Xanthi, is he gonna carry the game on Blastoise again? We shall see. Looking again that he might just be unkillable against what Team Portugal has to offer. Last time we just got a lot of experience on bot side. Let's see if this time they can maybe deny it a bit more, because him being level 9 for the first top Reggie was kinda insane. Let's just follow him early game a bit. Do we have any invades? Oh, we have an invade free game, guys. Invade free game. We still have Slowbro checking just in case there's someone invading. But doesn't seem to be anyone. Snorlax as well, Vazid is just walking bot side. Gonna help Xanthi out. And we have like multiple people jungling right now. For the side. Ooh, of Team Portugal and Dark. Kinda messing up. Giving the bite at 1 HP. And Eevee walking towards bot side now. Leader with 3 though, so kinda behind. And Xanthi gets this last hit. As well again. Gonna score some points. And we have Lavita cleaning the jungle. Can Vazid get this one? No, this one they lose. Goes over to Team Portugal. To the Eevee, who's gonna start scoring 9 points. And he gets close to level 4 from this. Almost there. Thinking about stealing a berry away. And Vazid though, he's like, no, what? You walk towards my berries? Smack, smack, forces the focus band. Next tackle is up soon again. He might just get a KO right here. Yes, that's first blood for Vazid. Here's the Vazid gem. He's doing it. Belly flopping all over the Eevee. Tense is also here now. He's gonna score 14 points for himself. And Gekogami also goes down. Team Sweden with a great start on bot side. And Tense is stacking his... does he have attack rate? Looks like he has. Didn't quite pay attention to it. And he's stacking it up. We have Gainagana now with the level 4 evolution towards Blissey. Looking great for Team Sweden in this early game. Tense getting more experience. Even though I think Akasaki stole that away, did he? I'm not quite sure. Going back to his own jungle now. Same for Pupitar. He just has to power farm to get a Tyranitar to have any chance of making something happen. Until then, he's gonna be quite useless. Zarzak on top side, looking fine. Poltez looking for level 6. If he gets this bunny, he does get level 6. And looks like he's gonna get it. So he's gonna be very annoying to deal with. And he has triple XL. Triple XL. I feel like he's just gonna die in teamfights. I don't think he's gonna get triple XLs out, but maybe. We will see. Fighting against the Azumarill right now. Zarzak trying to score 20 points. But that's a bit too much. Bot lane again. Double KO for Tense. Team Portugal falling apart in this early game. Tense stacking his attack rate even more. He's a fully stacked attack rate. Cinderace now. He's gonna do absolutely crazy damage from now on. Top lane we have a dive Team Portugal looking for Gainagana, but I mean it's a Blissey, very hard to kill. But 30 points going Gainagana, kinda letting Serena score there. Can Xanthi get a counter KO at least for the 30 score? No, he can't. Portugal 9 points ahead now, which I mean in this point of this game doesn't really matter too much yet. Portez diving in with the dropkick, the grassy glides, the triple XLs, and he goes down. Very anticlimactic. Tense is here. And Tense, this game might just be an absolute monster. 9.5 already. Another double KO for him. Already 5 KOs for Tense. And Dark on Tyranitar has to make something happen about the Cinder Ace. Regieleki is up. And both teams are kind of moving forward. We have currently 5v4 in favor of Team Sweden, and Dark already diving in. His Ancient Power is now on cooldown. This is the chance. There they are. They just instantly use it. Heavy Slam! Basit with a huge flank hits 3 characters into a block. And Team Portugal disappears. Double KO for Cinder Ace. Make it a triple KO. They're gonna start diving the score now. They maybe can kill the goal before they even take Regieleki now. Gekogami's gonna go down for a Quadra KO for Tense. He wants the Penta. He wants the Penta right now, but has to be careful. Akasaki has Unite move up. The Hyper Voice goes in the wrong direction. He has to make run out. Gun also goes down. Silvio now picking up 2 KOs. And Regieleki, they still get it, barely. Sweden picks it up. Fortes is gonna be the next one to fall. 2 Star Zergs. Azuma Unite. And Ten's already on 10 KOs now, 10-0. Star Zerg dying to the Hyper Voice. Barely makes it out thanks to the focus band. But Akasaki on the chase. Gets slowed down. And has to abandon for now. Yeah, Ten's looking in a great position right here to just win this game. Only thing is they're still behind in points, so they have to still start scoring eventually. Registeel is being taken, Dark is fighting for it, Ancient Powers there, Heavy Slam a bit too early, the block though, and the Bliss Unite to pick up the last hit, wonderfully done. Block away and then a Bliss Unite, perfect damage to pick up this Registeel. But Dark barely lives, he does get out in time. Heavy Slam again by Basit, he's gonna block Mr. Mime away from this arena. Serena tries to get a kill on Tense. Can he do it though? Can he finish it off? No. There's a huge body barrier, but he goes down to the true damage of Tyranitar. The shield is not enough because Tyranitar doesn't care about your shields. And he picks a nice double KO. And now Team Portugal can maybe destroy top goal, bottom goal. They're gonna start diving Blissey too. And they're gonna score a crazy amount of points right here. 76 points go in. And they still have a 3-point lead right now when it comes to points. Looking quite decent still for both teams. There was huge comeback experience as well. They caught Tense in this arena Unite. And yeah, that's still very hard to deal with it for him. Does have a full heal, so if late game he has a good full heal, he can maybe outplay this arena. And that's pretty much what they need to happen. That's what they need to happen. A nice full heal. And he's gonna get level 13 already. Geku Santi with a huge 3-man. Blastoise Unite. Fortes is the first one to fall. The Slowbro has absolutely no chance. Gets blocked into the wall. Gets stunned. Santi though gets traded as well. Starzak on the backline going on to Gekogami. He goes down. The Whirlpool is there. He's chasing Akasaki now, who dodges the Aqua Pult with his Unite move, but has to use it defensively. And it's gonna heal up now with it. Basit just shitting around. Maybe stealing some Altarias away. But it's going over to Akasaki, who now gets the Carmine Plus, which is going to be very useful as well. Hands on top side, staying max range. Fortes, only level 10. Since Unite move is hitting. So Unite goes on to Tense, but he's level 30. He's quite high HP still, but Slowbro Unite also hits him. And he gets double clicked down. Tense is down, that's the carry. Gunner's gonna fall. Xanti's gonna fall. And Team Portugal making it happen. Serena's scoring 35 points. They're gonna go for Regieleki too now. And there's Lockdown Tense with 2-point click Unites. And he has no chance. He has no chance. He's playing full heal. Can they do anything with this Regieleki? Probably not. They're gonna start clearing it now with Cinder Ace. Actually, Cinder Ace just goes back to farming. And maybe hit level 15 if he takes everything, which will be huge amounts of damage. And Team Portugal just taking their side as well. You can already see 14.5. Is he gonna go for this? Yeah, he's engaging. Has to be careful though. Tyranitar also hitting level 14, which is absolutely scary. Tyranitar is still one of the best late game characters when it comes to team fighting. Absolutely impossible to kill unless permanently locked down, thanks to his Sandstorm ability that gives him increased defense stats that make it so hard to be killed, combined with Ancient Power and a huge massive shield. He's running in already again, popping the X speed actually. Interesting, he won't have it now for the beginning. I know that wasn't X speed. It looked like it, it sounded like it. Was maybe just a power swap. And Team Portugal holding bot side right now. They're ahead in points. They currently ahead, and Xanti's already looking for something on top. Going for a backdoor. But Portes maybe knows something is up. Again, right now in the current meta, you kind of have to be defending goals as well. Like, Santi is sneaking past him. Wait, he knows now. Like, Santi just blown out of the bush and has to abandon. What do you have here? Starzerk finding Zorak. Both teams pretty passive for now. And I think Ted is going to start auto-taking Rayquaza to force enemy team in. Look how fast it dies! It has no HP anymore. It's already under half HP from like 6 auto-takes of Cinderace. Now teamfight is happening. Akasaki gets locked up. Another stun. And he can't get his Unite move out. Perfectly done by Heavy Slam. And the Unite move of Zwazit gets an important KO. But Tans goes down to the Serena Unite. Gets completely blown apart somehow. No Bliss Unite for him as well. He just dies in the Unite move. Now Gekogami goes down. The Bliss Unite goes on to Zwazit. And the Snorlax Blissey are just killing everything. Starzerk on the backline. Double KO for the Blissey who finally goes down to the Trenata who's still full HP. And he does have Santi scoring points on top side. He has to run away now. Can he lift this? Oh, he might go down. This would be a huge KO for Portugal. And it is. Santi is down. Zwazit having to buy time. Currently, Team Sweden is ahead. He's going to fall to the true damage. And Rayquaza is going to go to the side of Team Portugal. Yes! It goes! And now Team Sweden just has to try and kill these shields. They're still ahead right now. If they can deny some of these points. Tans is trying. Trenata will not be able to score, but Slowbro is here. Slowbro just killed the Cinderace. Cinderace is trying his best to get it done. But 200 points go in for the side of Team Portugal. And I think they're going to take this game. With a very close teamfight, Serena just murdering Cinderace in this last teamfight. Again, Cinderace getting murdered by Serena one more time. And yeah, in the end, the Serena was just too much. Still for Cinderace to handle. Too much to handle. And Team Portugal takes map number 2. After the great early game that Team Sweden had. They crumble in late game. GG's. No clean sweep in this one today. Alright, in this draft for Team Sweden, we have Slowbro, Blissey, Azumarill yet again, Cramorant, and another Cinderace try. This time with Serena being banned. Portugal going Mr. Mime for the 3rd time in a row. With a Blastoise, a Snorlax, Trenata, and a Machamp. Portugal is just... They're just tanky boys. Game 3, this time we have Blastoise on the side of Team Portugal. Also need to update my score because it's currently 1-1. It's a tight match right now. 1-1 for both teams. Do we have any invades going on? Maybe Snorlax is gonna invade. Yeah, Zorak is invading. Cinderace has to be careful. We have Xanti on the Cramorant. Last time he played Surf Hurricane. I assume we're gonna see that again, but against this tanky team. Ooh, there's the invade, and he's gonna make it in time. The tackle is there, and Tan's only losing the first buff. Is Zorak gonna go for more, or is he gonna abandon after this? Looks like he's just happy with one buff. And he's gonna make his way towards topside now. So Tan's picking up the red buff at least. Or he's checking, but yeah, there's no way he's gonna go for this one. So one buff going over to the Snorlax spot side. Xanti this time. Again on the Cramorant, and Akasaki on the Squirtle already starting stacking his special specs up. As he Sky Bash out, and Kogami just safely getting level 4. Very important just to get level 4 Mr. Mime for the confusion. After that you can just pretty much take every last hit, right? So, gets it safely. There's Tens. Tens on the bot side. Looking for a gank again. Hurricane lands. And that's first blood. Going over to Tens again. Thanks to the Hurricane setup of Xanti. And Tens gets 17 points. He actually gets pushed into the berry. But Akasaki's trying his best to make sure that he doesn't score this time. And he succeeds, so good defense. Top side we have Starzerk and Gynegan both going down. Double KO for Team Portugal, and now we have Zorak invading again. Going towards the blue buff of Team Sweden. But hence this time has red buff. So he has to be careful. He has to be very careful as the tackle. He gets the experience at least, it would be fine. And he does not succeed this time. Gonna get chased down, has the X speed. Is it gonna be enough to get out? The Hurricane gets taken away, barely. And makes it out alive. Bot side, Portugal very aggressive now. Gekogami trying to score 17 points. Does he have enough? No, he doesn't. It's just too many coins. Almost had it. Hurricane is there. Xante from the side. Into a surf. They're gonna have a double surf team comp. And they're gonna pick up an easy kill on Gekugami. Meanwhile, mid lane, Gaineganna's going down. We're dying left and right. Portes already level 7.5. Starzak not even level 6 yet. Top lane looking great for Team Portugal. Bot lane looking also quite fine still, even though they have some casualties. Tense is here again. Another Hurricane lands into Surf. Santi does get stunned, has the eject button over the wall, and he actually goes down to the water spout. No! The water spout despawned because Blastoise died. Oh my god, he lives on 1 HP. If Blastoise just lives half a second longer, he's gonna go down. So Tense, again, level 8.5. Top lane is a problem though for Team Sweden. Team Portugal is just so far ahead on top side. This Machamp is gonna be a big carry in this early game. Portes having a great start into this match. Dark now hitting level 9 of this blue buff. There's the evolution. Turns to the big scary Tyranitar. He's gonna make his way up top lane. Tense refreshing his red buff. Almost level 10 already, so he's doing quite big. Santi getting blocked though! Cinderace Unite is flying in from Tense. He's gonna try to use this as the attack speed buff from it to maybe get a KO, but Zorak barely lives. Dark using his Unite, going into Ancient Power, but he misses the Ancient Power. Now his Unite's kinda useless. Actually, can he still go for KOs right now? He's going very, very deep. He is stomping the ground and Gaineganna goes down. Next Ancient Power's there. He can maybe kill Vazit under the goal. Again, he has 2 damage up right now. So he can maybe kill Vazit under the goal. The telekinesis might be enough to get him out. Yes, it does. It gets him out. Portes very deep, goes down. Didn't try to use his Unite move there. Kind of questionable play by Portes. Just goes in and dies without his Unite move on Machamp. Didn't use it at all. And a close fight so far in top lane. Both teams really brawling out a lot. We have Azumel moving towards bot side now. With Akasaki. And top lane we're gonna have another 4v4. Machamp still has Unite. No, wait. Wait, no, his Unite is on cooldown. Maybe he did use it. A huge Hurricane Surf by Cromwell, but he goes down. And his Unite move, Heavy Slam, also lands on Gaineganna. Who's the next one to fall is Cinderace, has to be careful. Makes it out. And Tyranitar also going down. A 1-for-2 in favor of Team Portugal. Up top. And Gekugami is still looking for level 9 right here. After off this one, he might get level 9. He can look for an engage afterwards. Yeah, there's the level 9. He can maybe look for Tense or Cinderace and shut him down in this fight. The Nail Punch lands onto Vazit, dropping very, very low. The Power Stop is there, and he's Unite. There's the Unite move. And he's hitting 4 members on the enemy team. Bliss Unite onto Tense. What can he do with it? He Flame Charges away for now from the Machamp. Starts out-taking Slowbro as Snorlax, who's dropping super, super low on HP. Flame Charge forward. But it's not enough to get a counter revenge kill. Starzak on bot side having a good time now. Audi level 10. He's winning against Blastoise quite hard. And Regieleki still up. It has been 2 minutes. And it's still up. Tyranitar engaging again, another goal. Has the power stop on him. Is Unite moving? Cinderace also Unite moving. Machamp running in with his jump, but he completely missed it. Machamp Unite completely gone. Surf is gonna kill off Slowbro. Snorlax. Hurricane lands onto Machamp. He's also gonna fall. That's 3 KOs for the side of Team Sweden. A double for Cinderace. Make that a triple maybe? Yes, a triple. Another Surf. Hurricane landing from Xanthi, who's setting up all these KOs. They're gonna score 50 points, and it's the Heavy Slam. Oh, it's barely out of range. Xanthi scoring 35. Nice overkill of 27 points. And they're gonna start going for this Regieleki finally. It's been 4 minutes. No, 3 minutes since this has spawned and has not been taken yet. Which has been such a fight on top side. And also Starzak on bot side, winning the 1v1 against Blastoise, finally killing him and finishing off the goal. Gekugami goes down, and now Team Sweden in full control in match number 3. They might rotate bot lane towards the Regi now. We have a Regice, which is very good now. It heals 5% HP every 3 seconds. So actually quite the valuable objective now. Very good for fighting. Very good for not recalling. In top lane, Cromwell Unite is very deep. They already get Snorlax. Machamp is next one to fall. Regieleki goes in. Mr. Mime Unite is just barely too late. Can at least find a KO. Slowbro dropping super low, but has the safeguard. Another Surf onto Mime, and he goes down. 3 are down for the side of Team Portugal. Blast is looking for a Unite move. There we go. He hits 3 members, but the safeguard is perfect. It gets them both back to the ground. Dark now on the chase. Cinderace with a nice blaze kick over Machamp, but he's still gonna die. Wait, the Dark Pulse misses. There's no way they both get out, right? Tense, blaze kicking again. Jumping away. There's no way he gets out. There's no way. Blissey and Cinderace both get out. What a miracle. What a close escape. I can't believe it. They're on the chase and Xanthi now with a Surf KO. onto the Blastoise. Starzak on bot side is also being very aggressive against this Mr. Mime. He's having a good time down here. Just laughing and running away, dodging the power swap, dodging the confusion, going back in with the play rough now, has the Whirlpool damage on. And he's just playing with them. Oh my. There was some nice juking by Tense. And he somehow made it out alive, and now they're over 200 points, almost ahead. So looking great for them. Looking absolutely great. Tense again on his way to level 15. And this time we don't have a Serena on the enemy team, so he might be able to teamfight. But they still have Machamp Unite, Blastoise Unite, Mr. Mime Unite, they can all dive him quite easily, so still gotta be careful. Team Portugal kinda needs Rayquaza. I don't think they can win off backcapping. They kinda need to win a team fight very badly. And Team Sweden is just starting Rayquaza again. They want to force Team Portugal into a bad fight, potentially. Starzak on top side, just lingering around with the play rough, running around like a maniac. And Portes is jumping over with the Machamp Unite intense, might be in trouble right here. But the Bliss Unite is way too much. He has so many shields right now. Gekogami diving deep. Can he finish off Tense? Yeah, he pushed him into Tyranitar. Tense again on 1 HP. Has the save on Blissey. Is he gonna fall? He falls. Tense is down again. Xanthi as well, 2 down on the side of Team Sweden. Again, crumbling this late game team fight. Machamp with a nice engage. Starzak also going down. 3 down for the type of Team Sweden. And Portugal now going for Rayquaza. Only Slowbro and Blissey left. What can they do about this? A Surf can still steal Rayquaza. Vazita's done it yesterday as well. He stole it with a... I don't know what he stole it with, but the Surf... Nah, there's no chance. Egg Bomb? We don't have Egg Bomb, we have Helping Hand. Oh my, Portugal again in late game. Just killing Tense off at some point. They're gonna start scoring points. They need just 3 caps and they're gonna be winning. There's 1, there's 2, there's the 3rd one. And they are ahead. 50 seconds to go. Not quite over yet. Machamp running towards top side, but I think he's gonna get 100 in as well. And Tense is down again. Kid Tense goes down again. 100 going for Machamp. That's a 210 point lead now for the side of Team Portugal. And I think this is not enough time. They need 30 seconds and they can't make even to the other side in time. So, that is probably going to be game. That is game. Guys, that was not a flip. Guys, what? How is that a flip? Guys, do you even know what a flip is? That is not a flip. They killed the entire enemy team before Rayquaza was even taken. Huh? Guys, they killed 3 people on team... They killed 3 people on Team Sweden. And Slowbro died. They baited Slowbro and Blissey in. They killed Slowbro. They continued Rayquaza. They killed Blissey and then they finished off Rayquaza. That is not a flip. What? You guys are crazy. How is that a flip? How is that a flip? What? Chat? Twitch chat? Hello? Game number 4. Can Team Sweden make a comeback happen? They're always fall in the late game. They dominate early mid game and then late game they just fall apart again. Team Portugal looks very tanky. Blastoise, Mime, Turtle, and Machamp. A lot of frontline, very tanky, lot of damage at the same time. And Tense trying another Pokemon. Going for the Decidueye. Is he gonna get invaded again? Do we have an invader? Doesn't look like this time. We have some buff sharing, some jungle sharing for the side of Team Portugal. Oh, I don't know if he's just helping out Eevee. Is he just gonna take the blue buff? Let's see. Yeah, he does. Gonna take the blue buff. Dark is gonna take red buff and go towards top side with the Hyper Voice. And Gekogami also top side now. So we have some changes in matchup. For the first time, I think he's top lane. Vazit against Zorak on the tank matchup. And just gonna get this one. Vazit gets his last ability tackle. Which again is one of the best early game damage tools you can have for last hitting. Alright. Now we have the Hyper Voice on top side. They're gonna start bullying Starzak very hard. This Mario is not gonna have a great time against this early Hyper Voice Sylveon. That is for sure. Tense again, ganking bot lane every single game. One more time in game 4 too. but can't really get too much done right here. Akasaki and Zorak are very hard to KO, right? 2 defenders on bot side, very tanky, a lot of self-sustain as well. And mobility. He's trying though, he wants to score these 21 points, but there's no way, right? They're trying though, they're trying very hard. He keeps auto-tanking, chunking them, but they're just doing no damage under the goal to them. And Xanthi has to be careful not to die. Barely gets away. Back to top side. And we actually have Sylveon jungling now. So Sylveon's going to take the entire jungle with the Hyper Voice. But so far, a pretty quiet game. Tense. Also going back to jungle. Is he going to be Razor Leaf or Spirit Shackle? I hope he's Spirit Shackle, but we never know. I mean, against this tanky team, I guess Razor Leaf could work. Razor Leaf is very good against very beefy teams. But still very difficult to play as well. A very easy target. Because you have to actually walk into auto-attack range. Aqua Tail this time for Starzerk. First time he's going for that. And an eject button from Dark? Oh my god, he almost had it. We've seen Aqua Tail. Yeah, the Spirit Shackle comes through. Doing a lot of damage to Dark. The last Aqua Tail hitting Starzerk. Another Aqua Tail. And he might be able to confirm a KO right here. The Carmine move speed. He has X speed. He's chasing. And his first blood for the Azumarill. Aqua Tail is able to pick off a KO. Hands on bot side now. Bazid buying a lot of time with the rest. Can they take down Zorak? This tree is so tanky. But yeah, second KO for the side of Team Sweden. On bot side, they're gonna look to have this Golok. Xanthi diving in already. Has the Stomp build, Drop Kick build. And Starzerk a bit overextended. He's gonna maybe go down here to the Hyper Voice. No, not quite. Bazid with the Heavy Slam is able to buy enough time. Alright, back to top side. Porter's having a decent start again, level 7 already. But Xanthi almost on to level 8. Both teams just being very calm right now. We again have a Mr. Mime against Azumarill bot side. Starzerk staying bot for experience against Gekogami. The powers of confusion. He hits so much damage and he's just dancing. He's just gonna play with Azumarill. Another confusion. Azumarill is dropping super low. And yeah, you have no chance against Mr. Mime in a 1v1 scenario. He's also gonna win every single last hit, as you can see right here. This damage is absolutely ridiculous. Bam. There you go, the confusion. And Sweden is looking for dive on top side. Akasaki goes down. That's 1 KO for the top team Sweden. And Xanthi just holding his goal right there. Holding the score button. Unite moving Sylveon. Sylveon also Unite moving himself already. Is down. Drop kick goes in. Can Xanthi confirm the KO? Yeah, he can, just barely. Porter should not be able to get this KO, maybe. He does, just barely as well. K-Times on the backside. Zorak with the curse gets stuck in the wall with the Horn Leash. Spirit check is sadly misses. But it's enough to take him down. Regieleki being attacked. Portis has Unite move and he's charging it. Does he have eject button as well? He's looking for the Regieleki and he doesn't get it. I think it goes over to Tans, who picks it up. Akasaki's gonna fall into the webs of Regieleki. And Tans picks up this objective. Nicely done. It's gonna get defended pretty easily though. Can't push it in, but they can look for a bottom push and for this Regirock at the same time. So, still a decent win. Of course, also winning the team fight. And now teams are going to move slowly towards bot side. We have Xanthi invading. Or just has the X speed, runs away. I'm surprised Team Sweden hasn't made a push for this yet. With Regieleki pushing top side, I thought they would be a bit more aggressive. Spirit Checker hitting too. Scouting Mime and Machamp out. Again, Tans has to still be careful. Mr. Mime is very good at killing the Decidueyes too. By just jumping in. Does he have eject button? He has also X speed, so if one Mr. Mime Unite, and it can be all for Tans. And now actually Team Portugal is the one starting Regirock. Another Spirit Checker being charged. And look, he's looking for it. He's looking for the Decidueye. It's enough zoning though, and Team Portugal picks up Regirock on bot side. I'm quite surprised Team Sweden is letting it happen, but top lane we have Xanthi and the Trevenant, who's only level 8. The Heavy Slam goes onto him. Can they block him off? Yeah, they can block him off the goal. Nice block by Bazid. Xanthi's gonna score 10 points, and Zorak pushes them in though. They have to be careful now. Another Horn Leech is gonna heal back up, and I think it's just gonna run. Bot side, Tans is getting dove by the Hyper Voice Sylveon, and he's gonna go down. He falls. Slowbro also goes down. Huge chaos for Team Portugal. Can Starzerk defend this? Has the Aqua Tail, Water Pulse. Looking for something, but can't quite do it. Xanthi has Unite. He can look for something, but it gets cancelled. Wait, what? Shouldn't that hit the Blastoise? Is that a bug? Interesting. You should be able to Unite move the Water Spout Blastoise, so I'm not sure what happened there. It was changed? Oh, it was actually... Really? It was actually changed? So you can't do it anymore? Okay, okay. I didn't actually realize that. I thought you could do it on Charizard as well now. But I'm getting stomped on. Blastoise Unite is there. Xanti's dropping super low, but has the focus band. Okay, I see. So you can't Serena Unite a Comet either anymore, yeah? Okay, 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 got it. The Jack is being taken by Team Sweden. They should have it in time. Yes, they do. Stomp of Xanti picks it up quite easily. And can they push this one in? They have block, right? Snorlax, but it's just so risky pushing this in. That's why I think this objective is still kind of just like pushing it in is so difficult, right? Kind of just dying. But you can look for a push on bot side, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Looking for a push right here. Can they get anything done? Not by the looks of it yet. But Xanti with a huge overcap, 46 points. And Team Sweden is 210 points ahead. Looking very comfortable in map number 4. But again, they look comfortable in every single map so far. Until late game. Picking up the red ice as well, which is again super good on the current patch. Top side, Ten's getting chased down again. Oh, Vazid with the hero save play is able to save the Decidueye. Ten has to be careful now. He was the one that dies in every single team fight first in the last 2 maps, so he just needs better positioning. Needs to be a bit safer. Or have better peeling from his teammates. One of the two. Picking up another blue buff. And he's hitting 14. Those Spirit Checkers are going to do a lot of damage. But again, Mr. Mime. Blastoise, they can all just run him down. Machamp, Sylveon. If he's not careful, then just all going to be on top of him. Vazid defending top goal. And Team Sweden killing Machamp on bot side with the Serena Unite. They're going to start scoring points here. Sylveon is there though to defend. Has the Hyper Voice. How much time can Dark buy for his team as Azumarill Unite flies onto Dark? Does he have Unite himself? Yes, he's going to start healing up with the Hyper Voice. Kid Tense is also on bot side. But Azumarill is going to die most likely. His power swapped, can't get away from it. And it's going to fall towards it. One eject button. Auto attack from Sylveon is enough. Zorak buying time in mid lane. Has the curse, has the Horn Leeches. Is sustaining quite a lot. And it's a 4v5 right now. 4 Unites up for the side of Portugal, from the side of Team Sweden. And Spirit Checkers are flying through, dealing a lot of damage already. Tense this time hitting. Shot after shot. Xanti scoring 100 points on top side as well. And it could be almost game already. Surf goes in. They just have to make 5 kills right now. Slowbro Unite flies in. It's gonna maybe almost kill off Machamp. But Tense is down again. Tense is down on bot side. 3 games in a row on the Rayquaza fight. He goes down, just gets dove on. But his team this time is able to step up. 3 down for Team Portugal. 38 seconds to go. And it's looking bad. They need Rayquaza. I don't think they can get it. Starstruck against Mr. Mime. 28 seconds left. 310 points to go. There's no chance. And we're gonna have a game 5, guys. We're gonna have a game number 5. Game number 5 is coming up. Ten's getting one more KO. Onto the Sylveon. For good measure. Game 5 between Sweden and Portugal. And for the last match of this best of 5, we have for Sweden Mr. Mime, Slowbro, Blastoise, Sylveon, Azumarill against Aegislash, Serena. First Aegislash of the series. A Blissey, Mamoswine, and a Delphox. Interesting team combos for Portugal. Something a bit different. Game 5, and we have something that Tense might not be able to die on. At least not first in the last team fight. We have Blastoise and the jungle. We also have an Aegislash for the first time in the series though, so we might have some invading going on. He was banned every game so far in the series, so we have an Aegislash. Xanti and Sylveon. I mean, I like this, you know? I like it. A tank jungler. Blastoise, of course, pretty decent right now as well. After getting a Unite move buff. So I like it. I mean, not invading though. We're not invading. Aegislash is running towards bot side with Blissey. We're gonna start laning here, but Gekogami is just checking out on top to see what's up. So Starzog is gonna have a free time right here stacking. On the Azumarill, I don't like this. I feel like Mamoswine would completely destroy Azumarill. Kind of wasting time there. Could have just completely bullied the Marill, and now Starzog already level 4. He's gonna pick up the Whirlpool or Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail again. And be already very strong instead of, you know, maybe getting bullied by the Swinub early game. So, would have rather liked to see him be aggressive. But maybe he was walking out for a Snorlax, and he's already down. There we go, the Aqua Tail Power Spike. So early now. That's first blood for Team Sweden on top side. Portes looking for these. Can he get it against the Aqua Tail? He actually can. Starzog playing it a bit badly. And Portes is able to get this last hit at level 4 at least, but Starzog still very massively ahead. Bot lane we also have a KO. Vazit on the Mr. Mime is able to KO the Aegislash, and Tense is here, diving in with the War Turtle. Back to top lane, and another Aqua Tail is landing. Triple X of Portes is barely able to get away. Gekogami taking so much damage from this last Aqua Tail. The third Aqua Tail does a lot of more damage, you can see. Pretty much double the amount. I think it's literally double the amount. And going in again, doing massive amounts of damage right now. Aqua Tail going in again, and I think he has a Scope Lens. Oh no, there's a lot of extra damage done, so I think he finally switched to a Scope Lens. Have he done it? I told him to go Scope Lens. I don't know if he has it on, but it looks like he has it on. Wow, what a huge crit, 1140 damage. And Azumarill is going absolutely crazy now. Back to bot side, we have Akasaki and Zorak pushing. But not getting too much done. Mid birds are spawning, and we have Xanthi already clearing it very, very fast. Mystical Fire gets blocked nicely by Ganegana, which means Xanthi is able to pick up the big Altaria too. Gekogami is really struggling for experience now, but we finally have Serena Evolution. We finally have a dropkick goes in. Starzog has to be careful now. Gekogami eject buttoning after him. Starzog, can he lift this? Has another Aqua Pulse, but I think it should be enough for him to get down. Yes. Gets taken down. Huge kill for the Serena, who can also score 27 points now, so even better. Unless, no, Ganegana can't make it in time, can he? There's no way, no, he can't. Serena scores 30 points, and it's now 7.5, so... bit of a mistake by Starzog there, a bit too over-aggressive, and he gets punished heavily for it. Level 8 already. Remember, the Azu gets also level 8 Unite move now, so... I mean, Serena doesn't have level 8 Unite, but... Azumarill gets Unite to level 8 now, which is absolutely massive. The Triple X Lutano's not a fan. Me neither, still. Absolutely don't like it. But yeah, we see Triple X again for Portes. Serena's gonna look for this engage right here. Has the Triple X. What can he do with it? Just goes back out with the drop kick. And should be totally safe. Starzog is going very aggressive. He has Unite and he's targeting Serena. Goes in very deep with the Aqua Tail. 1,500 damage. But it's not quite enough to finish off Serena, who still has a lot of shields from the empowered dropkick. But Aegislash goes down. Gekogami makes one to fall. Huge Blastoise Unite going in. Dark also getting hit by Titans, level 9. And they're going to start breaking the skull. Not the biggest overkill, but totally fine. They're going to start going for this Regieleki now. Which is totally free to take. They have no Unite move slow, so I don't think they're going to go for another push. We have bot and Registeel up too. And both teams might be moving slowly towards it. Team Portugal very under-leveled now. Akasaki, look at this entire XP bar is almost green. He needs the last hit. It's looking rough. His entire XP bar is green. And Vazit steal this away. Has the power swap. He can't confuse stun, but he gets it still. Doesn't matter what, even though it doesn't stun. He gets it. Akasaki's gonna die now. Zorak almost gets bonked against the wall. Portes on the backside gets level 9. Can he find maybe a counter KO? Xanthi has to run. Doesn't get to Unite moved. And Portes just disengages for now. Nicely done by Vazit. Power swapping Ganegana now to get both out. Portes is just diving in with the triple X hits. Can he maybe find something? Goes very deep on Vazit. He has Unite move still. Both have Unite move up. Vazit looking for the power swap, but he hits it on Serena. But he has Unite move soon, so Serena can't Unite move him, and there we go. Now he's unstoppable in his own Unite move. Can he finish off Serena at the end? Serena still gets Unite move out actually. And Vazit might fall now. Yeah, Vazit gets taken down. Wasn't enough damage. The focus band keeping Serena alive. In the end, Tense is already almost level 12. He's so strong already. This Blastoise is massive. But Serena as well. Oh, Blink Unite onto the Delphox, and Serena gets blown into pieces. The good old Blastoise Sylveon team comp has very good synergy too. Allows Blastoise to do a lot of more damage in Hyper Voices. Very popular team comp. And we see it yet again, rising up. Ten's almost level 30 now. He's gonna be unkillable. Not to say too early, but I think this game he might be just unkillable. Portugal needs something to happen now. 103 points behind too. And Sweden looking great. Xanthi trying to score 40 points. And he's gonna get off this time. Nice over KO as well. Onto the goal, nice overscore. And they're 143 points ahead now. Top lane, Regieleki is being attacked by Team Portugal. What can Ganegana do? He's pretty much alone. Can he maybe get a steal? That would be absolutely terrible for Team Portugal. That might just be the game if he gets this one, and he doesn't. But it was kind of close. Starjak is here now, is looking for Unite. Sarina is united by Slowbro. This Unite's gonna help her out for now. And Azuma is diving in, but now Team Portugal finding the KOs they need. 2 already. One side of Team Portugal. Xanthi's doing very deep, but the Hyper Voice completely misses. Can he finish off Delphox somehow? He can't. He goes down as well. 3 KOs on the side of Team Portugal. Ten's finding at least 1 for his team. Diving in now. He's gonna go for the Delphox. Eject buttons after him. The flame charges. Are there enough? No. Ten's with the double KO. I think he's gonna fall. And it's not quite a good trade. Unless... Can Vasi somehow save him? No, the egg bomb gets sniped. But you know, the XP going over to Blissey at least is fine. It's honestly could have been much worse. So... Blissey getting that last hit is totally fine for Team Sweden. Regieleki is still being defended by Ganegana. Serena goes on 2 Star Zerg and Azuma is down. Vasit also getting high horsepowered. He's gonna fall next, unless he's healing with the power swap still, but it's not enough, and now Regieleki's going in. And that's kind of the comeback. They're gonna score 40 points maybe, or 31. They're just gonna let Serena score for experience. And now this game is all open again. Portugal with a nice comeback. Team Sweden just overextending a bit too much on this Regieleki. And they get punished for it. Vasit looking for level 11 for Confusion to do more damage. It's a big power spike. Level 11 Mr. Mime does a crazy amount of more damage. And there we go, he's gonna hit it now. Overall, the levels are quite low. We don't have a single level... No, we have a 4 and 14 character. And that's Tense on the Blastoise. He was 14. Highest on Team Portugal is Delphox on 13. Let's see how they play this last team fight. Mammoth's fine on top side. Gekogami wants to look for these 100 points. And that will put them quite close into this match. Zorak is trying to scope with egg bombs, and he's going for it. He's going to score 100 points. No one is there from Team Sweden to defend, so they have to look for an engage right now. And they're looking for it. They see Delphox. Sweden still 4 points ahead. But obviously they don't know that. Rayquaza is being attacked, and Blastoise, this time he doesn't die. Serena does go into Xanthi. Xanthi should be Night Move himself. Blastoise Unite to peel for it this way, and Serena should fall. Serena's down. But so is Slowbro, but Tense is still full HP. He's gonna have the next Rapid Swim Water Spout soon. Who's gonna deal a lot of damage. Egg Slash is here. But this I don't think this Blastoise can die necessarily. Flame Charge of Delphox, Mystical Fire. Tense is still alive. Does he have Focus Bent up? He is still alive. Who goes down? Xanthi goes down on the backside. Team Portugal again in this late game, winning the team fight, kinda. They're starting Rayquaza now. I can't see the HP because it's bugged on the Observer. Sometimes it's half HP. It might just come down to a flip. Game 5, it comes down to a flip. Who's gonna get this one? It goes over to Egg Slash. And Team Portugal claims the Rayquaza. And that has to be game. That has to be game. Team Sweden again losing in late game somehow. Every single time they lose late game. Xanthi's gonna go down again. They're gonna score another 100 points. Another 10. 76 for Gekogami. And Team Portugal is gonna take the series and keep their tournament run alive. And Team Sweden might just be out of this tournament with this loss. Can they make something happen? 26 seconds left. They use way too many Night Moves to commit for these arena. And yeah, Portugal with just good late game team fights. GG's. Team Portugal takes a close 3-2. Very close series. Very, very close. but Team Portugal comes out ahead.